Alright, what's up guys? We're back with another leverless controller review, and this one is this is one I was not excited for until I touched it. Pause. You understand what I'm saying though, but anyway, we're talking about the Mpress Nano. So this is the original Mpress. I've shown this one multiple times. Sorry, it's a bit dusty. This is the original Mpress. I said multiple times, I think this is like the coolest stick because you can put art on the back. You can put art like back here. You can put it on the front case. The lights are insane. So this is like the most stylish stick as well, but it's a bit too big for me, personally. For me, I like leverless controllers that are small. So I always talk about how the Snackbox Micro is perfect for me. You know, it's the smallest stick there is. Great weight and everything until now. So if you're at EVO, you've been following along at EVO, the Mpress Nano got revealed, sold, I don't know, but it sold out. It was like 600 plus Nanos were sold out at EVO, and I saw pictures, but I didn't actually get my hands on it. So looking at the pictures, I literally thought it was just like, you know, oh, okay, it's the same thing as the snack box, right? Just a different snack box, but metal. Well, look at this bad boy, ready? Got this cool little look. I got that box, ready? Sorry. Ta-da, right? So this is like the photo I saw. I was like, okay, yeah, it's just like a snack box. But ready? Watch this. Look at that. That's insane. This is insane. So I was just at Tokyo Game Show. I saw it at a booth. I was like, what the hell? For comparison, this is what I thought the thinnest stick was, or the thinnest leverless. You see the difference? It's wild. It is absolutely insane. And not only is it really, really thin, it's also made out of aluminum. So it's metal, it's hard, it's very, very solid, it's really, really well made. So, you know, the people at Paris Arcades were saying, like, you will not understand what this controller is like until you get your hands on it. They were not lying. I'm not going to say I wasn't interested, but I thought it was just something like, okay, it's just a copy. It's one of a kind. It's really, really, really cool. And I think this is probably the future. This is probably the future of leverless controllers. Now, why do I say the future? Because right now, it's got some problems. Not some problems, got some issues. Because it's still almost in, like, the prototype stage. So right off the bat, as you see, it's probably my favorite when it comes to the form. I want my controllers to be as thin as possible. So it's thin, it's metal, it's light, it's got USB-C, it's got everything, but there are some issues here. So first of all, the way they get it super thin like this is that it uses laptop switches. So the other hitboxes all use like keyboard, they use keyboard switches. Some of them use the low profile, which is like the smaller keyboard switches. These use laptop, so ultra low switches. And I personally, on this one, I'm not a fan. Let's turn the music off for a second. So yeah, I'll give you the ASMR you guys love. They're pretty clicky, but it's like not in a good way. Ready? So these are our cherry, they're cherry ultra lows. I want to say it feels like they're slow to come back. I don't know how to describe it. I'll just say it doesn't feel as precise to me as other controls. Specifically, like the Kitsune is godlike. But again, here's a snack box. This is with is actuation, is that the word? Yeah, so this feels springy to me. You know, I press the button, it comes back. This one, it feels like sticky, if that makes sense. It feels like sticky keys. So I'm not a fan of these switches right here. And again, like I said, it's all personal preference. Now, is that a problem? Yes, it's a problem, but you can just swap it out, right? That's what I did with my snack box. You just swap out the switches. No, you cannot. That's where this thing starts to kind of show its flaws, is that the switches are actually, they're soldered on. You know, the controller is so beautiful, but the customization, for them to make it like this thin and this light, the customization has to kind of fall through. So they solder on the switches. You cannot swap them out on your own unless you go through some absolute shenanigans. So that's a big issue. Another big issue, probably the biggest issue, is that this one I have, I believe, only works on PS3, PC, and I think Switch. This does not have the Brooks board in it. So no PS4, no PS5. So that's very, very, very limiting right here. But don't worry, this is why I said it's the future. Now I spoke with the creators over, you know, at Paradise Arcades, And this is kind of like the prototype, you know, for what it is, it works perfectly and everything, but it is lacking. Apparently though, maybe even by the time this video was out, they will be shipping the new model, which is going to have custom Brooks board in there. So it's going to have the same size and the same weight, but it's going to work for every single system out there. And in regards to the customization here, you know, you can swap the top up here, the color caps right there. You can basically, all the color can be swapped easily along with the keys. But what you want to do, what makes it a little bit different, is that you want to customize it when you buy it. So I believe they're going to start offering a lot of different options when you buy it on the site. So like, it's built to order for you with everything you want. You know, you can specify literally everything and make it the perfect thing. But it's like, once you have it, then I think it's difficult to swap. This thing, I've already messed around with this thing like 100 times. Like, this thing is very, very flexible, which is nice. This one's a little bit more committal. So it's like, if you know exactly what you want and at checkout you can specify it, you'll get it and it's gonna be really, really good. So this is more of like, I wouldn't say like an entry level or something, where you just like leave it up to them because you don't want to mess with it, while the snack box you can screw around with. Other things about it, the back's got a metal plate on it. It's very, very slippery. It's sliding all over my lap, but it does come. It comes with some nice anti-slide tape that you can put on the back. But of course, if you put it on, you see, it covers the screws right there. Again, kind of emphasizing the fact that this does not seem like a controller they really want you to be customizing on the fly. It's kind of like you figure it out at the beginning and go with it. So people are asking about the price. The price, I don't know. I can't tell you because it's not for sale right now. You know, they sold out at Evo, and what's going to happen, and it's not the dev's fault, but I just mentioned the new models come out with the Brooks board. So naturally, the Brooks board is expensive. So when these controllers, when they add the Brooks board to them, the price goes up an extra like 50 or 60 bucks. So I'm going to assume the fully powered up model that's coming out really, really soon with the Brooks board is probably going to be around $250, $300. So that's just my guess, right? And then if you want to, you know, customize some other stuff, the price probably going to stick around there. So none of these are cheap, unfortunately. The cost of the prices and everything, but it's a very, very solid thing right there. I think that's it. I've been playing with it. You know, I've been using it for a couple days. Even though I'm not a fan of these default keys, it's not like it causes any problems, you know? You could ask the chat. I was just kicking all their asses for the past 2 or 3 hours. But yeah, I think, like I said, it's amazing. It's this. I think it's the future. Like once it gets fully, like they have everything added, I think it's gonna be the best. But again, the warning is, the caveat is you have to know what you want up front. That's it for this one, right? The main selling point you see is just it's amazing. Just the form, how thin it is and how light it is. That's like the big selling point right there. But now it's just like, I've got all these leverless controllers. And it seems like every single controller has something it does the best, and it has something that's lacking. At the end of the day, it all comes down to personal preference. So this one, I think, has got the best form. The Kitsune, which I did in the other video, this one by far, in my opinion, has the best buttons. The buttons are the best on this one by far. Snack box is the best, like, customability, or whatever the word is. The old Mpress got the best lighting, the best looks, right? You kind of have to figure out what you're looking for in the controller and then go after that. But this is another really good one right here. Anyway, hopefully I gave you a little bit of insight. And like I said, don't buy this controller yet. Do not buy it right now. Do not watch this video and be like, I'm gonna hit the buy button. Wait a little bit. Paradise Arcades, give them a follow and see when they get the upgraded one coming out, right? The upgraded one, you want to make sure it's got the Brook board, and you want to make sure you buy it. Try not to buy like a second-hand one because it'll already be settled. Try and order it off the site, and then you can fully customize everything. So just wait a little bit. Make sure if you're spending a lot of money, make sure you get the one that works for you. Anyway, let me know. Any of you guys, they sold at Evo. I know a lot of people have these. How are your results with it? How are you enjoying it? There's no bigger version yet. You know, that's a common complaint people have, is like it's too small. I don't think they're making an XXL yet, but we'll see. Anyway, let me know. Leave a comment. What's next? I think I did them all. I think the Victrix. I haven't done the Victrix yet. That's a big ass controller, and I haven't done the Snack Box XXL yet. What other controller should I review? I don't know, but leave a comment. Let me know. Maybe I'll hit them up. I'll slide in the DM, see if we can get one. But yeah, anyway, you're still watching. Thank you. Leave a comment on the good stuff. Hit the sub button. I'll see you next one. Peace.